Have you ever wondered what 30 years of building, failing, and winning in business really teaches someone? What if I told you that you could get all that wisdom, all that scar tissue, not in 3 decades, but in like the next 5 minutes? Okay, let's do this. We're going to distill a lifetime of lessons into something you can use today.
You know, it always starts with the dream, doesn't it? For entrepreneur Davey Fogarty, it was literally written in his high school yearbook for the whole world to see. It's that huge kind of crazy ambition that so many of us have, that little voice that says, I want to build something massive.
And that dream is not really just about the cash, is it? No. It's about this feeling, the feeling of finally getting to the top floor, looking out the window, and seeing everything you've worked for.
Yeah, it's that feeling of freedom, of making your own rules, of building something that's going to outlast you. That's the real fuel, right? But here's the kicker. What if the map everyone gives you to get there is totally wrong? What if the stuff they teach you in school, the advice you see everywhere online, is actually holding you back? That's what we're going to dig into. Because the real path, it's usually not the one you'd expect.
So it's time to crack the code. We're going to toss out the old myths and replace them with real strategies from someone who's actually been there and done that 19 times over.
And the very first myth we've got to bust, oh, it's a big one. The formal business plan. Everyone says you have to have one, but what if it's the one thing that's actually killing your dream before it even starts?
Just look at the difference here. On one hand, you've got the business plan. It's rigid, a 20-page document that tries to predict the future. It's like pouring concrete on your idea. But a mind map, it's liquid, it's alive. It lets you explore and connect ideas in ways you'd never expect.
And yeah, serial entrepreneur Simon Squibb, well, he doesn't pull any punches. See, the traditional business plan is a trap. Because let's be real, the second you start, you're going to get punched in the face by reality, and that perfect plan goes right out the window.
So how does this actually work? It's so much simpler than you think. You start right in the middle with something you genuinely love, your hobby. Then you just let your brain go. What businesses could pop out of that? A podcast? An app? Okay, what do you need? A team? A network? How do you make money? Brands? Products? It just keeps growing with.
Okay, so having the right tool is one thing. But honestly, it's useless if you don't have the right mindset. Because success isn't about what you do, it's about how you think. It is a total inside job.
Now, this might sound totally backwards, but think about it. The entire school system trains A students to be terrified of failure. You have to have the right answer, you have to follow the rules. But business is all about taking risks and, yeah, failing. This is where the D student mindset becomes your secret weapon. It's all about embracing failure as just data. It means you let people underestimate you, because there's so much power in looking like the underdog while you're quietly building an empire. The key takeaway? Your success is defined by you, not somebody else's report card.
And with that mindset, you can literally start to hack luck. It's not magic, it's a formula. First, just be persistent. Seriously, just outlast everybody else. Second, know your destination. Maybe success for you isn't $1 billion, maybe it's freedom. And third, take risks. You know that old saying, the harder you work, the luckier you get? It's a total myth. The truth is, the more calculated risks you take, the luckier you get.
Okay, mindset? Check. Now let's load up your toolkit with some actual weapons you can take into battle.
26,000 pounds. What does that have to do with anything? Well, that number is the key to one of the most brilliant outside-the-box marketing hacks I have ever seen.
So get this, Simon Squibb goes to an auction and buys a literal public staircase. I know, it sounds completely insane, but that one crazy purchase got him millions of dollars in free press. We're talking BBC, New York Times, the whole shebang. He put a doorbell on it, calling it a doorbell for dreams, and invited anyone to come pitch their idea. The concept just exploded online, and it even led to a partnership with Amazon. A wild idea was his best marketing. And what about sales? Let's forget the pushy salesman stuff. It's actually a super simple 3-step system. 1, do they even need what you have? Do your homework. Don't waste anyone's time. 2, do you actually like them? If you can't build a real connection, it's not going to work. And if you nail those first 2 steps, step 3, the deal, it just happens. No hard sell needed. All right, last big idea. This one is about the end game. Because we're not just trying to build a business that makes money. No, the ultimate prize, the real trophy, is building a brand. I mean, listen to this. When Simon sold his company to one of the biggest firms in the world, the buyers told him straight up, "We bought the brand,
not the business. Wow. They weren't buying his client list or his balance sheets. They were buying the reputation, the story, the feeling.
So that changes the most important question you should be asking. It's not, what business am I going to do? It's, what problem am I going to solve? That's where purpose comes from. And purpose is the bedrock of a great brand. When you solve a real problem, you create something people want to be a part of.
And look, at the end of the day, this whole journey is deeply personal. It's way bigger than just business. It's about the mark you want to leave on the world. It's not about what you build, but why you're building it. So I'll just leave you with this. What legacy will you build?